Oh, all right. Welcome. I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes. Let's see. You know what? I'm not. We're gonna leave. We're gonna do another bus right after this one anyway. So we will have everyone covered, no matter what. All right, guys. If you do have any questions or concerns, hopefully none of those, on our little trip. Hold on one second. You guys want the bus? It's full. But we're going to have another one at 2:45. So 45 minutes from now. And we're going to put one in between. So we'll have one 2:45 and another at 3:30. All right? We are packed. So, yeah. Sorry. All right. Okay. So my name is Norm.
Hi, Norm.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Norm. Say Nami. Just like cheers, right? For some of you that know that. All right. Now, good old Bearizona. We opened on May 22nd, 2010. So we are a little over 7 years old now. And we are about halfway through, from what I'm told, of our master plan. So today I will tell you it's going to get a little dusty. We do have some construction going on too, but please bear with us. You guys can barely contain yourselves. All right. Yes. There's many more, but I won't let you suffer through that. Trust me.
Thank you.
You are welcome. All right, Bearizona. We do have the 3-mile drive-through, about a quarter-mile walk-through. We do have a Jaguar now. Actually, 2 of them, but only one out at a time. They're not acclimated or friendly with one another yet. Bagheera is out today, a black Jaguar. There's a red fox on the rock. Look at that. There's the barnyard. All right. Bearizona does love to recycle. So anything from bottles, cans, refrigerators, freezers, cars, trucks, shipping containers, and buses. And if you look to the front left, that's the back side of Mountain Goat Canyon Wall. No, it does not look pretty on this side, but hopefully you will like the other side. We left it that way on purpose, just so you could see it. And then this one here is going to be a waterfall. That is 3 buses turned on their side and stacked. Wow. And then that little hump on the lower left, Volkswagen Bug on its bumper. Wow. That's right. All right, what's that one right there behind you? Right there. That's to our right. What's underneath that rock? It's an RV. What kind? I want a name.
Winnebago.
Airstream. Ding, 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 ding. Very good. All right, now this is what the inside of Mountain Goat Canyon looks like. And in here we've got Gertie and Gus. There's Gertie girl on our right.
Hi, Gertie.
Take note of her hooves too. You guys on the left can stand up and look over. Those hooves are what they're like a split hoof. They've got padding on the bottom. And so when they press down, it fans out, makes them one of the most sure-footed animals in North America.
Wow.
They also have horns on their head. Now, horns will stay with them all their life. They grow in rings, and just like trees. And in the wild, you can actually tell their ages by those rings. But in captivity, not so much, because they eat too well in here and they grow too fast.
That looks like the shape of
Just to point something out, that rock just sure looks awfully like a 5th wheel RV with 2 slide outs, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It worked out just right. All right, also, the males in here will get about 300 pounds. And as far as predators for those guys, you've got regular man, bears, wolves, lions. But there's another one, and that would be the golden eagle. It actually weighs about 14 pounds, which is big for a bird. and about a 7-foot wingspan. They will fly down and knock one of those big guys right off the side of the cliff.
Wow.
Or pick up their young, one or the other.
That's crazy.
Yes. All right, in here, this used to be our dull sheep exhibit. It's now our Abert squirrel exhibit. Ha ha. Gotcha. All right, it isn't. I promise. Our dull sheep have gone on up to Canada, and they're going to be used for education and breeding purposes. And in the meantime, we're building a barn right there. And as soon as that's done, we are going to bring out our 5 little reindeer. 2 males, 3 females. They're about 4 feet tall right now. What's another name for reindeer?
Caribou.
Caribou. Very good. What's that other name? What did I hear? No, the number 2 answer. What's the second most favorite answer? Rudolph. Very good. Yep, I get that all the time. Now they will be next door to their cousins here, the Coos white-tailed deer and the mule deer. All right, how did the mule deer get its name?
It looks like a mule.
I told you guys.
Because of what?
Big ears.
That's right. Very good. Here comes the dust. Big ears. Now, also, for those of you that have ever played pin the tail on the donkey, the tail is kind of white with a black tip. And that's the way they look also. Just throwing that out there. And then the Coos deer, our Coos deer in here, are the second smallest in the country. The first smallest is the Keys white-tailed deer down in the Florida Keys. All right, there's a bunch of deer right in front of us. A few of them laying down right here on the right, if you can see them. They blend in very well. All right, this first guy on the right is Tex.
Hi, Tex.
Look at those antlers on his head.
Oh, look at this one.
He's getting big.
Right there. That one looks
And then the second one, his name is Randall.
He's just a baby.
He's just a little guy. He's only a few years old.
Are you angry?
Randall, and, well, you know what, I'll tell you that story in just a second. Let me pull up a little bit. This next deer on the far right, front right, his antlers are all messed up. If you look at them, they just don't look right. And his name is Churro. And Churro and Randall were both taken from the wild by families and tried to raise them at home for a little while, and you can't do that. And one reason is poor Churro's antlers haven't really done well, because you don't feed them properly when you take them home. And so the antlers won't grow correctly. Got another doe there. That's deer Abby right there,
Dear Abby.
next to Churro.
Dear.
And then this guy in here, this is John Deere. That is John Deere right there. How original, huh? All right, then the little one to the right, that is a Coos white-tailed deer. His name is Fonzie out there. Now, Fonzie is full-grown, and that is as big as he's going to get.
It's really hard to see them. They
Yep.
blend in.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes,
I have a question.
go ahead.
Are all of these deers in that you've shown us over in this area?
Uh-huh.
So far, are they all boys?
No, the ones with antlers are boys, and the ones without are girls. So you have a buck for a boy, a doe for a girl. And then when we get to our elk, the elk are called bull elk for boys and cow elk for girls.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes.
So are all of these
Since those unsocialized homeschoolers, they don't know how to talk to nobody.
and this got boys? Are all of these deers boys?
I will tell you what they all are. They are all rescues. All of the deer and all of our elk are rescues, and over half our bears are rescues. So we try. They have to be young to come from the wild. Normally, mom will either get hit by a car or taken down somehow, and then they have their cubs, and so we end up getting them. We like to get them if they're under a year, Anything older than that, it's a little tough to raise them. But we did do that, but I'll tell you that more when we get up here with a bear named Lemon.
I have a question.
You do?
Are you sure?
Go ahead.
How do you get really close to them?
How do I get close to them? You don't. You don't get close to the animals in here, especially this time of year, because it's what they call rut, parents and adults. And they are cranky this time of year. And they can hurt you. And we don't like that. All right, look to your left. About 10 o'clock right now. We've got Ace and Grace in there.
Ace and Grace.
Yep.
Look, over there.
I'm going to go to this side.
Whoa! He's huge.
Now, see those guys over there?
Yeah.
That big one is Ace with the antlers. Now, I'm going to tell you, Ace is a little over 3 years old, and he is only a teenager. He is still little. And then Grace is the other one. She's about 19 months old.
My.
Hey, Grace.
Hi, Grace. Hi, Grace.
Now, if you look at Ace's antlers, see how big they are? When he's full grown, those antlers are going to be about 3 to 4 inches in diameter at the base of his skull. And when he leans his head back, the antlers will touch the tip of his rear end when he's full grown. It's pretty amazing.
I have a question.
All right, hurry up.
What's your question?
So, how do you get the animals to get off the street?
You just keep moving forward, and they'll eventually move. Usually.
See, look.
Eeyore! Hey, Eeyore!
Oh, it's right next to you.
Now we got Eeyore, Puss, and Boots in here, in the burrows. And all right, kids, what sound does a donkey make? Make it loud. Very good. All right. Now these guys were actually brought to America by the Spaniards back in the 1700s to the islands, early 1800s to America. And when they were brought here, we figured out right away that they weren't very good to ride. And so the miners and them started using them for pack animals to carry all their equipment and supplies. So when we did, they did that for a while when they were mining gold and silver. And then after it went bust, they ended up turning them loose because it just wasn't feasible for them to keep feeding the animal when they didn't use it. So they let them go in the wild. And now there's a lot of them in Arizona, California, Nevada, and Utah. Places like, right, what'd you say?
Oatman.
Very good, that's right. It seems like they have little parties for them all the time over there.
Yeah.
They're walking the streets and just having a good time. But up here in northern Arizona, some people will actually use them as protection for their sheep and goats. And if you throw one in, they're like an alarm. They will go off whenever a stranger or strange animals come up. They'll make noise, and then they'll come after you. And if there's coyote around, my money's on the burro.
Wow.
He will kick the coyote and or bite him.
Need one of those.
So yeah, it does help sometimes. All right, next up are Tundra Wolves. Now, I'm telling you, Norm, his safety rating's about 100%. Your guys' is about 87. Keep your arms and heads inside the bus. Keep your phones, cameras, iPads, whatever you have inside the bus. Because if you drop it, Norm's not getting out to get it. Trust me.
I have a question.
And neither are you. There's Shadow over there on the left,
It's
the dark one.
How
And then there's 3 white ones. Now, Tundra Wolves, they are a subspecies of the gray wolves. They get about 175 pounds in the wild, about 130 in here. They will eat a canine diet, which they get about 3 to 5 pounds a day. In the wild, they would eat bison and caribou and pack up about 8 to 12 in a pack. In here, we do have 4 of them. There's 3 white ones. 2 of them are brothers, and the other one is their sister. And then Shadow is a year younger than they are. There's their new little lockdown enclosure they're going to have over there to the right. Be pretty cool. They'll be able to go in there if anything happens to one of them. Hey! Alright. This one is Victorio sitting on the rock. Victorio is the alpha. And then the other one right here is his sister Kay. Hi Kay. And then the other one up here is Shadow and Geronimo.
Hi, Shadow. Hi,
The white one is Geronimo, and then Shadow for his color. That's how he got that name. Geronimo! You know, they also get fed deer and elk from Game and Fish, roadkill, and they get beef parts from our local ranchers, too. Everybody say hi to Francie. Hi, Francie! We never put wolves together by the same cattle guard because they would be too tempted to jump over it. So we put a little road in between the two. We don't want them to get together because they will either pack up and or beat each other up. And we don't want either one to happen because they are 2 different subspecies. Next up is Arctic wolf. Same rules apply. In here, we're going to have Juno and Twilight. Juno's the nosy one. Here we go, kids. Ready? All right. Now, Juno and Twilight in the wild would have eaten ptarmigan, which is a bird, rabbits, fox, things like that. Their packs would have been 5 to 7, and they would have weighed up to 150 pounds. In here, about 110 pounds. They eat the same things as the Tundra Wolves. But in here, Juno likes to have fun. Juno will take tire covers off Jeep. He will take the trailer hitch covers, jack in the box antenna balls. And here's Twilight on the left. Hey, Twilight. See the cap she's standing next to? That came off an RV earlier. And they got the sewer hose. Now, Juno here, a couple years ago, was following a hatchback in. And he ended up just following along behind, and the people inside ended up pushing the button in their glove box on accident, and the hatchback opened. Yes. And when it did, Juno jumped in. Yes, he did. And they freaked out. And the only good part about that is that they screamed so loud that I think it scared him. And he ended up jumping back out, but not before grabbing the dirty clothes bag. So needless to say, hey, what's up, buddy?
Very mischievous, I guess.
So needless to say, he had a field day shredding that over there on the grass.
Wow.
But that was pretty good. He's actually my favorite wolf in here. All right, now, next up will be Junior Bear. They are about 3 to 6 years old in here, but we do have one that is 16 and a half. And his name is Arthur. And Arthur is an adult bear. Sorry about the dust. Good Lord. Everybody, don't breathe for a minute.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hold your breath for 20 seconds. Good Lord. Let me stop right here and let him air out.
I see a bear.
But that Arthur's in that cave over there to the left. And then he's about 690 pounds of tiny.
Okay.
He's a big boy. He didn't get the memo on how to be a big bear. He ended up, when the other bears approached him, he wouldn't fight and he wouldn't run away. So he got beat up twice. I know. So we brought him up here. So he's a babysitter now. King Arthur. This enclosure to our right, that, I think there's only one bear left in there today. And that is the naughty bear. The other ones that are by the fence were in there yesterday and they finally let them out. But the naughty bears are the ones that climb on cars and pull mirrors off.
Oh my God.
So that is called timeout. How many in here by show of hands have had timeout before? Me too. All right. We've got a bunch of different bears in here. Katy Berry. Yes, Katy Berry's one. Lemon's in here. Let me talk about Lemon again. We have the Tesla bear. Now, Lemon, now you guys do me a favor, look to the trees to the right and look about halfway up or more. See if there's any in there. Sometimes they're hanging out up in the trees. The bears at this age love to climb. They are scared of their own shadows. Anybody chases them, they're gone. Don't try that at home. But, kids, what do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. Oh! And as you can see, a bear can be cinnamon color too. A black bear. Yep.
Over there.
Right over here too.
And that bear way over there, I believe, is our girl Lemon. Straight over to the right. She actually came from Mount Lemon down in Tucson. And she was about, 14 months old. Game and Fish they were gonna put her down. But because she kept getting in everybody's trash and too close to humans. So we ended up taking her in and she's been doing pretty good. It took us 9 months to acclimate her before we could let her out with the other bears. Get her used to. Here's a couple more over here. They're getting their brown coats going. There's about 17 of them in here on this side.
I have a question.
Yes. Oh no, there's Lemon right there, the one on the right. My fault. That's Lemon, I can tell by her eyes.
Look at this one.
See the circles around them?
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
I have a question.
Yes.
My sisters are kind of like bears. They climb trees.
Do they really? Good for them. That's always fun.
I'm still playing.
Now these bears are using these dirt piles over here. They'll make little dens in there.
That's so cute.
Pretty neat. And then we throw bales of hay out here and they actually pick it up and take it into their den and get it all nice and cozy. But bears in here will not hibernate. They don't have to because they eat every day. So they don't have to worry about that. They have a place to lay down and sleep. So they are good. I'll talk a little more about that in the big bear section. This one is going to be our white bison. Now, they are not the Native American lure white bison, nor are they albino. They are a cross between a brown bison bull and a French Charolais cow. I think that person's going the wrong way. Yes. Looks like they're working on our gates out here, so. Alright, now, that big one out there, right in front of us, his name is Gentry. Yep, now he is the adult male over here. Those two on his right are calves. And then the mom rests on my mom. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Come here. Watch out. And then,
You're gonna hit him again.
I don't know. I won't. She knows better this time. Watch. But you know what they do?
Oh my gosh.
They learn this when they're calves. They sit there and will jump in front of the bus.
Why would they do that?
To get me to stop to give them one of these.
Oh.
Come here, Buff. Come here, Buff. And then I gotta move them out of the way with that. But Sully or Gentry over there is about 1,700 or 1,800 pounds now. He's pretty big. Average size is somewhere in there, around 1,800 to 2,000. Come on, Buff.
That's so cool, huh?
You'd have that for a year straight.
And these guys are pretty cool. They can run upwards of 40 miles an hour.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, wouldn't want that to happen. And in here, May through September, this will all be wonderful green grass
Wow.
and yellow wildflowers. So we had to put the steel up over here, the gates, because we used to just put some railroad ties out and people would either drive over them or around them. And it's like, no, we have them there for a reason. You're going to get stuck. And sure enough, every time they did it, we had to pull them out when it rains. This year in the beginning of May, it was full of water, about 1.5 feet deep. All this, the whole thing. And then it finally soaked in, and then we got monsoon rain this year, which was pretty cool. All right, let's go see these big guys over here real quick, and then we'll do the wild ride of the portion will come into play.
All right.
No, we're gonna outrun the dust. I'm gonna try. All right, see this big guy right here? This one right here, his name is Sully.
He's like,
And that's Sully's girlfriend right next to him. Come here, Sully. Watch this. He's gonna stick his head in there and try and get that. You gonna get it, Sully?
That is so big.
Get it.
So big. Imagine having that on your wall.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. It'd pull your wall down. We actually have one in the gift shop. Yep. Come on up. You want to come up? Come here. Right there he is. Yep.
Yummy.
Oh, you missed one.
I know, that's okay. He'll usually stick his head in. Wait!
They all want to go now.
No. All right. Go back to the windows, you can see better.
Sit down, boys. Sit down.
All right, here we go, everybody hang on. It's the wild ride. I never get to hit third gear. Here, I'll see if I can. This place. Oh, I just hit it. Oh, we got a fire over there, don't we?
Yep.
Over there where that smoke is. It's probably another controlled burn. There we go. Oh, outside of the park is all national forest land around us. So in the afternoon sometime in the summer, we get herds of elk that come down here outside the fence there. It's pretty nice. No, they don't. Not yet, they haven't. But we do get coyotes on the outside of the fence. And if the bison are by the fence, they circle up and put all the young in the middle. No kidding.
That's cool.
Yeah. They still know how to do it. All right, here we go. All right, we're gonna pop a wheelie coming up the hill. Hold on. Yay! All right, I gotta start slowing down here. I'll get reprimanded. All right, that was a duck back there on the left, by the way, a metal one. That is actually an oat threshing machine.
What?
Yep, oat threshing machine. My senior citizen bus told me all about it. Talked about how wonderful the parties were back then. I told her I could only imagine. All right, next up, bighorn sheep. All right. Now, have all of you driven through yet or no? All right. Did you see the big one here with the horns? All right. His name is Harry. I call him Dirty Harry, but it's Harry.
Callahan.
That's right. That's right. Harry Callahan. Oh, there's another tetherball. There he is. See him back there?
Harry!
All right. Everybody look up at the feeder real quick. Look up at the feeder. You ready? Watch this. Here we go. They're like, oh, they're going to feed us. I can't feed them anymore because of rut, but normally, yeah, I'm,
What's rut?
Yeah, what's right?
mating season. Yeah, here we go. Education time. All right, now you see these little ones in here? Those are all the babies that were born this year. Aww. And then the three bigger ones there are the mamas. And then Harry is the daddy. And then we had probably 10 more that just went bye-bye. They went to Colorado and Nebraska because of breeding purposes. We need to do that for genetics. But these guys live at about the 3,000 to 6,000 foot elevation, and their cousins are the desert bighorn. And so they live at about the 1,000 to 3,000 foot. I'm gonna race this BMW. You ready? Hold on. Go.
You lost.
I know. Just kidding. All right, next up, folks, Big Bear. All right. What percentage of the daily diet